Welcome to Bruce Perenzi Memorial Stadium here on the campus of North College. Going to get anywhere. It's taken down in the backfield by Roger Bacon for a loss. So it's going to set up 4th and short. Let's see early on here if David Poole's going to go for it. He is not. He's got his punter back, Mark Anderson. Corey Kiner, Danny Hudebel are back for the Spartans. So Anderson now. Nice little rush. Somewhat of a short kick, but a nice roll here for the Trojans. And rolls all the way down to the 34-yard line. So we'll give him about 38, 39 yards on that, a little bit better than his average here. So now, tonight, we see Roger Bacon offense on the field for the first time. They're down linemen Evan Webb, Daniel Cardavelli, both of them first team last year in the league. Chris Shipley is at center. Johnson and Housefield are your tackles. Holla is your end. Hudebel, Geyer, and Cheetah are the receivers. Corey Kiner in the backfield, and Logan Huber, 6'3", 165-pound junior, is the quarterback. And he's back to pass on his first play, and he's got a man open and hard hit down there, but he held on to the ball, and that's Danny Hudebel for a first down. So Huber comes out throwing on the first play of the game. He got hit very hard down there. Sincere DeBose met him down there, but it was good enough for a first down out to the 47-yard line. So they picked up about 11 or 12 on that play. Give us a Kiner. Kiner's got running room in the North College Hill territory, down to 30, down outside of the 25-yard line. We'll give Kiner about 28 yards on that, depending on where it is, but I believe we have a flag. Do I see a flag back here in the field? I think we do have a flag back in the field. We got a holding, so this is going to come back. Right there, you can see that speed of Corey Kiner around the left side there, but it will not count as we will go backwards 10 yards from the spot foul. That's what holding is. So the ball is going to be going back to about the 40-yard line. So it'll be first now and about 16. There's Kiner. Oh yeah, we see the hold right there. Okay, back to action. Huber with the catch, another catch by this time by Jake Cheetah. Jake Cheetah, he makes up most of that yardage that they lost on the penalty, and it's going to set up a 3rd and short now. Cheetah's first catch of the night. He came in with 7 receptions for 80 yards coming into this game. 2nd and short. Give us a Kiner. Kiner's got the first down and more, and brought down inside the 35, down to about the 34-yard line. About a 10-yard run there for Kiner. Notice how he is so smart as far as finding his hole there. He was running to the left there. He found the opening there, and he changed course very quickly. Got the first down and more. So ball at about the 35-yard line of North College Hill. Kiner, the give. Kiner this time, oh, he breaks out of a tackle, and he's actually going to be taken down for a loss. So good job by the North College Hill defense. And he's taken down for a loss. So Kiner loses about 3 or 4 yards. It looked like he was going to break through right there. He got into the pile, and then he was wrestled down. That's Jarrell Turnage. He tackles him for a loss. 2nd and about 13 now for the Trojans. Ball to 43. 38, sorry. And Kiner, this again, and he is brought down this time by number 1 to Trey Jones, first team All-League last year, and Jones brings him down. So now 2 plays in a row. North College Hill defense has done a good job of volleying up Mr. Kiner. There is a nice open field tackle, just kind of dragged him down. It's probably not the best way to tackle him, but it worked out that way that time. So now 3rd and long. Huber back to pass. He's got a man open, and he's going to be short of the first down. That is Ryan Holla, his tight end, 6'4", 227-pound senior. So they're going to be short. Let's see if this is going to be 4-down territory for Mike Blunt and his team. Blunt is the offensive coordinator. Solomon Tentman is the defensive coordinator for the Roger Bacon Spartans. And they're going to go for it. And they're going to get it the easy way. It looks like, well, that's not going to be. It's not going to be a give me. That's an encroachment on North College Hill. It's not a give me. It's 5 yards. It's just going to now make it shorter. Instead of about 4 and 8, it's going to be 4th and about 3. So the ball sitting at about the 28-yard line of the Trojans. Kiner got the first down and more, breaks through the middle. Kiner going for the end zone, and he is in. 28 yards. Corey Kiner with 5:24 to go here in the first half. On a 4th down situation, Kiner gets a 28-yard touchdown run. That's his 23rd rushing touchdown, his 24th overall on the season. PAT now. Dylan Rufford. Under the hold of Logan Huber. Kick is up, and it is good. So Rufford's PAT makes it 7-0 in favor of the Spartans here with 5:24 to go. We'll look at this touchdown again. Nothing really fancy. He goes over the right side of the line, and once he gets in that backfield, he is very, very hard to bring down. He is so fast, he gets in that backfield, and he's off to the races. 28 yards will give him for that first touchdown of the night for Roger Bacon. You know, Roger Bacon, a couple weeks ago against Norwood, they piled up, believe it or not, 82 points in that game. And the final score was 82-28. But what was amazing about that game was, in the first quarter, both teams scored 62 points in the first quarter. That's a 12-minute quarter, and they scored 62 points. I didn't see the game, but I'm pretty sure every possession somebody scored. So that was pretty impressive. But they put 7 on the board here to go, 5:24 to go in this first quarter. Crawford now ready to kick off. Stafford and Joy are back to receive. And the kick is long, it is high, and it is taken by Joy at the 10-yard line. And Joy gets out to about the 25-yard line, about 16-yard run back for Demarion Joy. So for the second time tonight, the Trojans have the ball. First down on about the 20, looks like around the 26-yard line is where we're going to start this series. Stafford back in the shotgun. It's a fumble, and I think Joy fell on it. The fumble was on the handoff. Marion Joy very alertly jumped on that ball. Joy's only a sophomore, 5'9", 168-pound sophomore. You see there is the, never really got possession of it, but quickly fell on it. So they lose a couple on it. Second now and about 12 for the Trojans. Two receivers to each side, join the backfield. Roger Bacon's showing blitz right now. And Stafford is going to keep the ball himself, and Roger Bacon gets him for a loss. And indeed, they were coming in on blitz. And I think Kiner was in on that. Kiner plays some defense. He doesn't play. He's not listed as far as their starters go, but he will play some on defense. So a big loss now for the Trojans. Ball back at about the 18-yard line. 3rd and long. They got to get it all the way out to about the 36-yard line for a first down. Stanford. Got a pass. He's passing and he's intercepted. Alex Wolf with the interception. Wolf coming back all the way back to about the 10-yard line. Alex Wolf with the interception. And he almost telegraphed that to Wolf. So Alex Wolf, his first pick of the year. And it was double coverage down there, as you can see, but Wolf took it all the way back. And I take it back. That's not Wolf's second or first. That's his 3rd interception of the year. So 3rd interception year for Alex Wolf. And Roger Bacon, excellent field position now. They're at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10. This is not what Coach David Poole wanted to see. A team that has offense that scores over 50 points a game, you do not want to give them this short of a field. And the give is to 22, and did he get in? Nope, he did not. It's close to first down, though. He picked up about 9 yards, so he's going to be a little bit short. The ball is sitting on about the 6-yard line, so he has to get to the 5 for a first down. So 2nd and 1 for the Trojans. A full house backfield. You see that very often in high school. There's the option now is to Kiner, and did he get in? He did. Corey Kiner got in for the touchdown. We'll give him 6 yards on that one. Kiner's 2nd touchdown of the night. 6 yards. 2:34 to go here in this first quarter. Crawford now trying to put on point number 14. Kick is up, and it is good. So Roger Bacon has a 14-0 lead here with 2:34 to go. I guess we're going to see this touchdown again. Dean's gotten it all ready to go probably for us to see. Kind of full house backfield right here. Had plenty of blockers, but he found that little hole right through the left side there, and Kiner into the end zone, 6 yards. His 2nd touchdown of the night. His 24th rushing touchdown of the year, his 25th touchdown. Last year he had 40 rushing touchdowns. And we'll go over some of his statistics here as we go through the. We'll give you one right now. He came into this game with 6,465 career yards, 111 touchdowns, 688 points. That is for his career. And of 111 touchdowns, 103 were rushing. He had 3 receiving, 1 punt return, 4 kickoff returns, including he's had 1 kickoff return this season. He is the complete product there. Stanford's kick, a little bit short, taken by Joy again. That's about the 15. Joy got it on a run and picked up about 10, 15 yards on it. See where they're going to spot it around the 30-yard line. So Marion Joy has a couple of 15-yard kickoff returns tonight. North College Hill now gets started with 2:30 to go here in this quarter. So far in 2020, Keiner's had multiple touchdowns, and now every game. He had it coming in, he had every game. Now this is the 6th game in a row he's had. He's had 13 games in his career in which he has scored 4 more touchdowns, including one of them. He scored 8 touchdowns. Twice he has scored 7, including once this season. Stanford back to pass, a little short pass, and out of the reach of the hands of his intended receiver, which was Orlando Anderson, 5'8", 170-pound senior. Stops the clock, though, with 2:25 to go here in quarter number 1. Stanford's got trips to his left. Single receiver to his right. Join backfield. Stanford's going to keep it himself around the left side. He's got a little bit of running room. He's tripped up, and it's a fumble, and it's grabbed by Roger Bacon. But we got flags on the field, so I don't know if this is going to stand. I did not catch the number. I believe it might have been number 12, Eric Johnson. Let's see. There was a fumble on the play, and the ball was alive in the air. There's the fumble right there, and picked up by, it is Johnson, and Johnson is tackled down. But let's see what the officials are going to say in the field, if this is going to stand or not. Did not see any indication what the actual penalty was, and they're indicating it's first down for the Roger Bacon Spartans at about the 18-yard line. So 2 turnovers by North College Hill has given this Spartan high-powered offense a very short field to work with. Huber fakes it to Keiner, passes it to number 11. His tight end Ryan Holla. Holla's came into this game the leading receiver for Roger Bacon. He had 12 catches coming in, had a couple of them tonight. Only picks up a yard on that one though, so it's going to be 2nd and 9. This time it's to Keiner. Keiner around the right side, makes a little bit of a cut. Did he get into the end zone or not? No indication. Yes, there is an indication. He did get in the end zone. And that's going to be about, what are we going to gain this time? 17 yards? Let's see. Keiner was running to the right. He found the cut right there. Oh, he knocks it down. North College Hill player to get into the end zone. Keiner, we'll give him 17 yards on that carry. Rofford now, the PAT. Kick is up and through. So it is now 21-0 in favor of Roger Bacon, as North College Hill has had 2 turnovers. Both of them fumbles, or fumble and interception. So there's his 3 touchdowns. Touchdown number 1, that was for 28 yards. Touchdown number 2, this one was for 6 yards. And touchdown number 3, we'll give him 17 yards on this one. And boy, he one of the North College Hill players didn't catch his number. Really took a lick from Kiner. Kiner comes in. Kiner's 5'9", 206 pounds. So Roger Bacon up 21-0, 1:29 to go here in the first quarter. This is not exactly what Coach Poole wanted to see. There's a kick. The short kick. And it's taken by, I think, has number 24 this time. That was taken by Martrese Smith. Martrese is a 5'8", 170-pound sophomore. Kind of a short kick there. He took the kick, ran it back about 5 or 10 yards. And once again, North College Hill is going to go to work here. 4th series of the night. They haven't got much to show for it, unfortunately, so far. And 2 turnovers, an interception by Wolf, and then the Eric Johnson fumble recovery. Stanford now still in the shotgun. Roger Bacon again showing blitz. And they come in and they take him down. He is sacked. Saw number 74 in there. Malachi Johnson. Also number 65 for the Spartans. That would be Daniel Cardavala. So he loses about 10 yards on that. 2nd and long now. Clock down about 45 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Give is the Joy. Joy breaks a tackle, spins around. Nice job for Demarion Joy. He was caught almost behind the line of scrimmage, and he made something out of it. It's only about 3 or 4 yards, but he got right into that kind of rugby scrum, spun out of it, and almost spun for another couple of yards, but finally taken down, and his helmet was taken off. So 3rd now and about 15 for the Spartans as clock has run out here. We have come to the end of quarter number 1. Well, it's been a Corey Kiner show so far as he scored 3 touchdowns. Roger Bacon is up 21-0. We'll be back for second quarter in just a moment.
I mean, I don't totally know what opioids are, but
It doesn't happen here.
Not in denial.
No.
Our kids are way too busy.
My son has good friends.
Don't live in denial, Ohio. Talk to your kids about drugs, and they'll be up to 50% less likely to use them.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text-to-emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie. Nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
And back here with that lovely little sky here tonight. So a bit of clouds here. It's 58 degrees right now at Bruce Perenzi Memorial Stadium here in North College Hill. Bill Brest, glad you have joined us here for his second quarter here. It's been all Roger Bacon the first quarter. Spartans up 21-0. 3rd and long now for the Trojans. No one in the backfield. Stanford all by himself. Stanford's looking over the middle, and he overthrows his receiver. And it is going to be now 4th down, so Spartans are going to have to kick. The Trojans are going to have to kick. Spartans are going to have good field position. These two teams have not met for a while. 2015 was the last time they met. Roger Bacon won that game 47-26. They met 5 straight years, in which Roger Bacon won 4 of those 5. And basically all the games, even the North College Hill win, were all pretty much blowouts. These two teams are not used to meeting close games. Anderson, short kick off the side of his foot, but he gets a nice little bounce. They'll roll down to about the 40-yard line. And that's where the Roger Bacon Spartans will get started here. Our other game tonight will be Deer Park at Marymount, CHL action. That game was ICRC's out there with the truck tonight, but the Marymount TV crew is doing that game tonight. So they have a nice TV crew over there. It does a lot of their home games. And young people, they have a TV class over there. They do a great job. Yeah, Nathaniel Eaton is their teacher out there. Kudos to Nathaniel. He's doing a good job out there. Spartans now. Screen pass. And that is, screen pass is taken by number 8. That's Danny Hudable, and he picks up big time yardage on that. About 25, almost 30 yards on that one on just a simple screen pass. Danny Hudable. Came in, he only had 2 receptions, but they were for 31 yards, and his longest was 22 yards. He's broke that right now with that particular catch. Huber back to pass again. Another outlet pass now. And that is to number 19. Didn't see the number because he was coming around the side of us. And that is Kyle Geyer. Kyle Geyer for the touchdown. I do not see any flags on the field right now, so that is going to be a Huber to Kyle Geyer. Touchdown pass for, I'm going to say it's going to be about 31 yards. Crawford now trying to put the PAT up. Kick is up. And he is perfect 4-4-4 tonight. So, with 11 minutes to go here in the half, Huber now hits Kyle Geyer. Kind of an outlet pass, a little short pass there, but Geyer had a lot of yards after the play, after the catch, and good enough for the touchdown, giving Roger Bacon a 28-0 lead. Mike Brown, as we said, he has been over there, Roger Bacon, for about 6 years, but he has a lot of connections to North College Hill. He was the offensive coordinator here at NCH from 2006 to 2007, and Joe Hennickes, his offensive line coach, Roger Bacon, he was the O-line coach at North College Hill for 25 years, and both coached under the legendary coach Bruce Berenzi. Bruce Berenzi, of course, passed away. Great man. I had the pleasure of knowing Bruce for many years, and he was great for this program, for this team. He had some great programs over the years there in North College Hill, and of course they've honored him by naming the stadium after him. And we got one other little tidbit here to tell you about David Poole here in a couple minutes, and that is a squib kick, and it goes out of bounds, so North College Hill is going to get the ball at about the 30, I believe. Well, people remember Cape High School back a few years ago, back in the 80s and 90s. Cape was in the CHL there for a while. And Steve Sheehan was a Cape coach for many, many years. And David Poole played for Coach Sheehan. Steve Sheehan is on the coaching staff of Roger Bacon right now. He's the tight ends coach at Roger Bacon. So a lot of little connections between these two schools. himself was a good football player. He was in the NFL for a few years. He had a pick six one time playing I believe for Tennessee, or playing for Buffalo. Played his ball at Tennessee, and we got a timeout by North College Hill. He played his football at Tennessee for 1 year, but then Carson Newman, and Carson Newman was All-American 2 different times. So, first thing he said, we said Cape for many years, and was a 2-sport star there, football and track and field. So, as we said, this is week number 6, and it is the final week. Playoffs will start next week in the state of Ohio. Now, at halftime tonight, we will have a little a look at some of our ICRC schools and where they stand here. They did the brackets have already been set from the state right now. Teams are seeded. It's not like the Harbins. We do not have Harbins this year. The teams were seeded by the coaches. Had a couple of interesting matchups here in the first couple of weeks of the season. We'll talk about that at halftime tonight. Meanwhile, though, 11 minutes to go here, North College Hill now. First and 10 at 35-yard line. Passes to number 2, that's Orlando Anderson. Anderson gets over the 35 out to about the 37-yard line. Screen pass by Stafford. Caught it wide open field, but very quickly Roger Bacon came in with the tackle, brought him down after about a 2-yard gain. Stafford getting the play in from the sideline. Stafford now, 3 receivers. Man in motion is Anderson. Anderson on the jet sweep. Comes around the right side, and he does not pick up more than about a yard or 2 as Roger Bacon. Great pursuit by the defense of Roger Bacon. Now 3rd and about 8. College Hill now. Been in his 3rd and long situation at least 3 or 4 times already tonight. Trips to his left. See if he goes that direction. Stafford. He's looking that way, but the pocket closes on him, and he is taken down again by Roger Bacon. This time taken down by number 8. It's Danny Hudable. Hudable playing both ways tonight. Roger Bacon started the game tonight with 6 players playing both ways, but Coach Bond has moved players in and out tonight. So 4th down, Anderson back to punt. He's back at his 20-yard line. Kick, a bit of a short kick, but once again he gets a good bounce. His kicks have been fairly short, but he's gotten some nice rolls. The ball rolls down to about the 39-yard line, and that is where the Spartans will get started tonight. They've had the ball 4 times tonight, and they have scored all 4 times. And they've done that quite a bit throughout the season, because noticing their stats on their punter, Webb is their punter, and he has only punted 4 times this year, 35.8 average. So more often enough, when they get the ball, they're going to score. And more often enough, it's going to be by a touchdown. Packed in now. Huber. A little bit of pressure on him, but he's got a man wide open out here, number 19. And that is thrown out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. And that is Kyle Geyer. Geyer caught the touchdown pass earlier, but this time he gets a big play. About a 36-yard reception and taken out of bounds by DeBrose. So Bacon sets up at the 25-yard line. Well, Coach Blount said one of those keys tonight is he had to have some more of the rest of that offense to click tonight. Well, I think he's getting his wish so far. Huber is connected for some pretty good passes tonight. Kiner breaks through the middle into the end zone. Just like that, as quickly as you bat your eye there. 31 yards for Kiner. His 4th touchdown of the night. It's called 31 yards. 8:01 to go here in the second quarter. Rawford trying to stay perfect tonight on the PATs. A man short right now. Now they're all right. Under the hold of Huber. Low snap, kick is up. And let's see what the indication is by the officials. No good. It was a low snap and he kicked it off to the right. So PAT no good. But Roger Bacon with a 34-0 lead. Look at Kiner. Look at the speed when he gets into that backfield. Nobody's going to catch him. Once he gets by that initial line of scrimmage, he gets by those linebackers right there, he is off to the races. So PAT no good with 8:01 to go here. Roger Bacon a comfortable 34-0 lead. And Kiner, his 4th touchdown of the night. His 26th rushing touchdown of the year, his 27th overall of the year. He has 1 kickoff return. We mentioned about the stats about 4 or more touchdowns in a game. This is his 14th time in his career he has had 4 or more touchdowns in a game. Now keep in mind, most of the time, he does not play the whole game. Most of the games this year, he's been out sometime in the 3rd quarter. Low kick and taken by the Trojans. And it looks like number 22, Jaden Turnich. Turnich was quarterback here when he did the game with St. Bernard about 3 weeks ago. But, he has switched over now to a receiver. So 7:25 to go. Trojans have the ball. The Spartans have the lead. Officials timeout here. All right, got everything straightened out. Rose lined up in the slot right now. Man in motion. Stafford's going to take it himself. Gets a little bit of running room. Stafford spins around and out over the 35-yard line. Not a bad little run there for Mr. Jalen Stafford. Picks up about 4 yards on that play. Sets up a 2nd and 6 now for the Trojans. We have, let's see, Dean noticed something right here. Yeah, the ball, yeah. Dean Lowry's eagle eyes in the truck there. Noticed the ball was on the ground, but it is recovered by the Trojans. Demarion Joy picks up a couple more yards, which is going to set up now 3rd and about 4 So many times tonight they've been in this position, although this is one of the few times they've been at less than 5 yards from it. Stanford could go the easy way on this one. Now if he does a hard count and Roger Bacon jumps, he'll get the easy first down. Clock is moving. 5:40 to go here in the first half. It's been all Bacon. Stafford, yeah, we got a penalty flag. Now let's see who it's on. Yeah, he did. Did exactly that. He did the hard count on that one. Roger Bacon jumped into the neutral zone, and he gets the first down the easy way. Well, you get your first downs any way you can get them. Ball out to the 43-yard line. Joy is bottled up and taken back. He loses about 5 yards. Maybe about 3 yards on that one as his knee went down. So he loses about 3. Ball back at the 40-yard line here. Now second and about 13. Trojans 2-2 in the season. They won their first game at Cincinnati College Prep by 2 points. They won against Laughlin last week by 3 points. The 2 losses were St. Bernard and CHCA. 3 of the 4 games they've been in there, they've lost by a touchdown or less. Or won by a touchdown or less, too. This time Stafford's going to take it himself. Didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to set up a 3rd and about 11. Yeah, they won their 2 games by 2 and 3 points. They lost to St. Bernard by 8 points. Third and 11 now for the Trojans. Stanford back to pass. Looking. Now he's going to run it himself and is taken down. Like number 71 in on that play for Roger Bacon. That will be Carol Edwards. He's 6'3", 260-pound junior. I can already see some of the numbers out there that Coach Blount's been running. He's already have some substitutions been in here on the Roger Bacon defense. And looks like Anderson's going to be back to punt. Anderson, a little quick kick. Taken by number 2, Jamal Hutzel. Hutzel was back to receive the punt. Moved it up about 2 or 3 yards. Roger Bacon on the 40-yard line. This is about the third or fourth series in a row they've started from almost the same spot. They have yet to punt tonight because they've had the ball 5 times and they have scored 5 times. Clock is ticking down to 1:45 to go here in the first half. Roger Bacon will get the ball to start the second half. Screen pass again. And it's running away from us. I can't see the number. I'm sorry about that. And the number was number 3, Spencer Smith. He's a senior. Screen pass good for about 5 yards. Move the ball out to about the 45. Smith stays in the game. Huber pitches to number 2, Hutzel. Hutzel finds some running room out to about the 50-yard line. He's going to be very close to the first down, depending on where the spot is. Hutzel comes in the second leading rusher for the Roger Bacon Spartans. He's right about the 50-yard line. Let's see, they're going to call it 3rd and short right now. He came in with 215 yards rushing, and he had 4 rushing touchdowns, 5 total touchdowns on the night. 3rd and short. Let's see what Huber will do on this. Gives it to Hutzel. Hutzel breaks a tackle in the backfield, and Hutzel finds running room into Trojan territory. He was almost taken down in the backfield and ended up making about a 15-yard gain down to the North College Hill 37-yard line. They'll have a new set of downs, and we have run out of time here in the first half. It's been all Roger Bacon. Corey Kiner with 4 touchdowns. Huber to Geyer for the 5th touchdown here. And that's where our score is at 34-0 in favor of the Spartans. Now we'll be back, and we will have a special little halftime presentation here talking about the playoffs coming up here. So don't go away.
Well, yeah, there's some old prescription pills, but my son's a good kid. He's not going to look for them.
2/3 of teens who abuse opioids get them from friends and family. Don't live in denial, Ohio. Dispose of your leftover pills.
I mean, I don't totally know what opioids are, but I mean, it's not like he's gonna know either. So.
Don't live in denial, Ohio. Talk to your kids about drugs, and they'll be 50% less likely to use them.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool. To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Encuentra el bosque más cercano en descubreelbosque.org. El bosque, más cerca de lo que crees.
Hey! There are amazing things to discover in the forest.
Toothless, time to go! What you picking up on, bud?
It's a whole hidden world of wonders. And the perfect place to spend time with family. What better place to let your imagination soar? Experience nature and create a memory you can share. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
get strawberries?
Okay.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
Home fire drills give your family a plan of action. In a home fire, you may have less than 2 minutes to get out. So when you drill, show everyone 2 ways out of the house, pick a safe meeting spot, and get there in under 2 minutes. Then practice home fire drills at least twice a year. You can even make them fun. So everyone knows the sound and exactly what to do when they hear a smoke alarm. Go to ready.gov/firedrill and learn how to prepare your family for home fires.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
Give your town a reason to celebrate, because every Goodwill item you bring home brings job training and more to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home.
I was physically at school, but my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at home. That's when I met our niece. She started helping me a little bit, like, Nia, I don't know what you're doing, but your future is more important. She's my strength. It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. It changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. What to expect when you're expecting
Like here.
a teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
Ready for the... Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
Julia, are you ready to play band with us? I'm gonna play my clarinet.
And Elmo's gonna play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps! Did Pete saying mean things bother ya?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Good morning, Uglyville!
Every ugly doll is unique.
I'm Moxie.
Bobo.
Wait.
Call me Slick Doll.
What?
And every child is too.
It can be pretty lovable.
That's why when you travel, you should make sure your child is in the right seat for their age and size.
This is why you're the wisest doll in town.
Well, keep them safe by visiting nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Isn't that right, gibberish cat?
Find the right seat today.
I'll be right back.
Hi. You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
Did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
And we are back here at Bruce Perenzi Memorial Stadium here. Roger Bacon holding a 34-0 lead at halftime. Roger Bacon scores. 4 of them came by the rushing of Corey Kiner. He had a 28-yard, a 6-yard, a 17-yard, and 31-yard unofficial yardage on those touchdown runs. His 4 touchdown runs here, and I I think I said earlier, it's his 13th game, I believe, or his 14th game. He's had 4 more touchdowns in his career. And then the other touchdown was a Hubert to Kyle Geyer 31-yard pass. And that was other touchdown plays. Not much to say about North College Hill. There's his Geyer's 31-yard touchdown pass. North College Hill has been pretty much non-existent as far as offense goes tonight. They just cannot get it going. But maybe the second half we'll see what happens right now. Let's talk about the playoffs. Yes, we have playoffs. I can't believe we are on October 2nd. We're talking about playoffs, but we are. So they will start week number 7. Of course, the way it is in Ohio this year, all teams were eligible for the playoffs. 664 opted to go for it. And so some great mathematicians up there in Columbus put brackets together. The coaches put the seeding together. And this is what we got right now as far as ICRC teams here. We'll start with Division 1. As far as that goes, Mason will have a home game. They're the number 4 seed. They're going to be hosting Lebanon. This is all going to be next week now, next Friday. These are Friday games now. We have Milford versus Coleraine. Coleraine is going to be the home team on that. But you know what, Coleraine, this is an off year. We haven't said that in a couple of decades. I don't think that this has been an off year for Coleraine. And Milford, I don't know. That could be an interesting game. Let's put it that way. Princeton, they're going to be the number 2 seed, and this is all Division 1 here in Region 4, and they will be hosting Oak Hills. And Dean, didn't you do that? I think they did a Princeton Oak Hills game in ICRC earlier. Yeah, so this is the second time that they have met Oak Hills this year, the Vikings. And then Lakota East and Sycamore, they're going to be playing. That should be good. That's an 8 and 9 seed. East will be hosting, and so that should be an interesting seed right there. And in Division 2 right now, Division 2, we have one team there, and that's the Harrison. The Wildcats will be hosting Lima Senior. Yeah, if you're a good football fanatic, that sounds familiar. They were in the GMC for many, many years, believe it or not, Lima Senior. And we go to the Division 3, Mount Healthy will have a home game. They'll be up against Bishop Fenwick. And once again, those games will be on Friday. Indian Hill is in Division 4. Now, the Braves are the number 2 seed in Division 4, and they will get a first-round bye. They will play the winner of, I believe it's Oakwood and Batavia. So then that game will be on the 17th. Now, that's on a Saturday game. That's Division 4. They play on Saturday. Division 5 also plays on Saturday. Roger Bacon, they're going to get a first-round bye. They will play the winner of the Summit Country Day Carlisle game. That'll be a home game for them on Saturday the 17th. North College Hill, they will host a game here. They will host the Purcell Marion. Cavaliers, North College Hill 14th seed, Cavaliers a 19th seed. That game will be here next Saturday at 7 o'clock at the stadium. And then Division 5. Now, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Marymount and Reading, two CHL teams. And Marymount and Reading, we did that game on ICRC last week, and Marymount won that game by 5 points over Reading. Reading had a shot at the end of that game. So that might be a very interesting game there between Marymount and Reading. The Warriors will host that game, and that'll be on Saturday too. And then Division 6, also Saturday. And how about St. Bernard? How about the Titans? They are in the playoffs, first time ever in the playoffs, and they have a winning record right now. They're 3-2 right now. They will be taking on Rockford Parkway, and that game will be played at Roger Bacon at Roger Bacon Stadium. That's where their home team is. St. Bernard, number 14 seed. So the Titans are in the playoffs. So we'll see. It should be some interesting matchups right now. You know, looking back to Division 1, you got to think that Mason and Princeton look good for getting on to the next round. Harrison, I think they have a shot at getting on to the next round, and so does Mount Healthy. So, and we'll have to see. Indian Hill, well, they got a great team. They're 5-0 for the first time in the team's history. Or not first time in history, first time since 2015 they're 5-0. And so, all right, well, it looks like we're going to get to have started a little quicker than we thought right now, because their players are out there in the field right now. Roger Bacon is going to get the ball to start this second half. And we'll see if Mr. Kiner is in the ball game. I do Usually he is back for the kickoff returns. He's had a kickoff return this year. Kiner had kickoff return for 74 yards since Cincinnati College Prep. And it is picked up by Corey Kiner. And Kiner is tripped up. Nice open field tackle made, I think, by number 14, Demarion Joy. And he runs it back about 20 yards. Roger Bacon's going to have good field position to start this second half. Now, we'll be running back those playback times at the end of this quarter. So we want to get pencil and paper ready. See the playback times of this. Many other games. We are streaming our games live now this year. They're letting us to do this live now because of the limited amount of people that are allowed to come to the games. Glad you have joined us here on this Friday night. And the give is to number 2. That's Hutzel. Hutzel's got some running room inside the 30 down to about the 24-yard line. And Hutzel picks up about 20 yards, 24 yards on that play. I think we're going to see Hutzel a lot more. We're going to see Kiner this second half. Hutzel only a junior. All right, the Spartans now, first down and 10. Ball at the Trojan 27-yard line. Logan Huber. Smith in motion. The give is to Smith. Picks up about a yard. Spencer Smith's another one that we have seen now on 2 or 3 plays in some of the series coming up. So we're going to probably see a lot of people in and out of this game for Roger Bacon and possibly North College Hill as we go along here in the game. Actually, this game is a running clock right now. I just noticed that. It's 34-0, so it is a running clock. Gets to 30 points. That's where it stands. Huber pitches to Hutzel. Hutzel cuts back inside. Picks up another couple yards. Down close to about the 25-yard line. So right now, I'm not sure if we're going to see Corey Kiner the rest of the night. But he did his job with 4 touchdowns. So Roger Bacon's squad has a good chance to go pretty far in the playoffs right now. In Division 5. Hutzel around the left side, cuts up, finds some running room, got a first down and more. Inside the 20, down close to the 15-yard line. Puts the Spartans in the red zone here with 8:45 to go. Hutzel's longest run this year is 38 yards. I'm not sure if he's had a 100-yard rushing game so far, but he could be well on his way to that tonight. Trips to his right. Huber with Hutzel in the backfield. Junior takes a high snap. Hutzel is brought down hard by number 52, Timothy Smith, first team All-League last year. Shows why he did that, why he's first team. Hard tackle made by Smith. Smith, a 6'2", 220-pound senior. Plays both ways. It's on the offensive line, too. Picks up 2 yards. Ball at about the 14-yard line. Hutzel going up the middle. And we have a flag coming up on the play here. It is a face mask. And it looks like it's on North College Hill. should be half the distance to the goal. Half the distance to the goal might be enough to give the Spartans a first down. Let's see what they're going to do. They are. It's a first down. First and goal. Ball about the 7-yard line. First and goal. Huber, let's see if it'll be Hutzel again. On count. Hutzel coming around the right side, and Hutzel into the end zone for a touchdown, 7 yards. So Jamal Hutzel, 7-yard touchdown run. And for Hutzel, that is his 5th rushing touchdown, 6th touchdown of the season. PAT now. Rockford PAT is good. So he is 5 for 6 tonight. Roger Bacon now with a 41-0 lead here as the clock is moving right now. Actually, technically, I don't think they might have had some kind of agreement with the coaches here, but the only time usually the clock stops in a running clock situation is when a score is made or when there is an injury, and they might have had some kind of gentleman's agreement between the coaches here that they're just going to keep it going here. So this should be a fairly fast half. There's your touchdown again for Hutzel. Hutzel's 5th touchdown of the year rushing. And averaging 7.7 yards. Clock is still running. And this is Roger Bacon gonna kick off now. Crawford. Dylan Crawford's a 5'10", 211-pound junior. Kick, it's a low kick, and it's going to go out of bounds, and North College Hill is going to get the ball on the 35 to get this series started for their first series of this half. As the clock is ticking down to 4 minutes, and once again, get those pencils and paper ready because we're going to give you those playback times. And do some thank yous here, too, from our people out here tonight. I'll start off right now by thanking Mr. Dean Lowry in the truck. Dean's the man who brought the truck out here tonight, got everything organized. Does a fantastic job. He and Josh and Jason are the main guys there at ICRC for sports in this area and for also other activities that we cover. Great job, guys. Stafford's still in the quarterback. I think. And give his to Marion Joy, and Joy will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose about 4 or 5 yards. He was just, Roger Bacon made him stretch it out and finally brought down by number 5. That's Mion Andrew. He's a sophomore. Right now, Mike Blount, I'm sure, has quite a few of the JV players in there for Roger Bacon. this is nice because when you have a good team and you get your leads quickly, you get a lot of your JV and younger players get to play, and that's great in the future because it gives them that varsity experience to be out there in the field. Stanford flushed out of the pocket. He's going to try to run it himself now and cuts in. Picks up about 3 or 4 extra yards on that. Ball out to about the 39-yard line, but he's going to be well short of a first down. It's going to be 3rd and long now for the he ran an awful lot just to get 3 or 4 yards on that. Nice little cutback right there, picked up about 3 or 4 yards. Under 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. You know, the way the season, I'll tell you more about this, my thought there in a second after this play. Linebacker showing blitz right now. Stafford around the left or right side and picks up about 5 or 6 yards. He's going to be short by about 2 or 3 yards, and they might go for this right now. In this situation, it'll be 4th and about 2 yards. You know, the way the season was set up is it's 6 regular season games, and then you could opt to go into playoffs. But then you had the flexibility, if you didn't want to go into playoffs, or if you got out of the playoffs early, you can continue playing throughout the rest of your season. Now, at the beginning of in August, when I heard that, and I think when a lot of other coaches heard it, it was very interesting, very intriguing, the flexibility you would have. But as the season's gone on now, and talking to a couple of coaches about this, most coaches are not opting to do that flexibility to go for extra time. They are going to kick a quick kick here by Anderson. And it hit it. Well, it did hit a Roger. The officials didn't see it, but it did hit a North College Hill player. Orlando Anderson hitting him. They're going to see if they'll spot it where it hit him. And they're going to spot it back a couple yards. So yeah, a lot of the teams, you know, once they said they're done with the playoffs, they're done. You know, they're having these athletes go for winter sports, and then you know you do have cases where you have an instance of a Corey Kiner. Let's say Roger Bacon did get out of the playoffs. Well, you don't want to play extra games, get him hurt. So I understand now. So it looks like most teams, well, we've ended the 3rd quarter here. Like most teams will just opt to get into the playoffs, and then that'll be it. And I'm not sure, I don't know of any teams around this area that's not in the playoffs. So, at least none of the ICRC teams I know of. Speaking of ICRC-TV, I bet if you stare long enough, there it is. Here are your playback times. The 2nd at 12 p.m., the 3rd at 6 p.m., the 6th at 8:30 p.m. You can have brunch with myself here. On the 7th, we'll have brunch together at 10 a.m. On Spectrum, Cincinnati Bellfly Optics, and of course you can all see all the games on ICRC-TV.com. As you see David Poole down there, former Cape player, former Tennessee player, and also a former Carson Newman player. So, of course, if you want to help out with ICRC-TV, we always love our volunteers. And we've had so many volunteers come out here. They do such a great job. If you want to come out here, it's a lot of fun to do there. There's how you can get a hold of us, okay? Several different ways. But Jason Dudley is the main guy you want to get a hold of, Jason at ICRC-TV.com, or you can call it 772-4272. If you want to volunteer, we would love to have you out here to do this. It's really easy to train you to do this, and you just have a lot of fun. And we have some just great camera personnel and replay people and so on that we've had in some of our shoots. So appreciate all the help. Makes the job easier for the announcer here. And here's our crew that we have out here tonight. So Jason Dudley is our executive producer. He just sits at home there. Dean Lowry, our main guy who came out here tonight with the truck. And that guy right there, you've heard him a few times, I guess. So our camera operators, we have Steve Benton out on the camera tonight, and we have Drew Lowry out on the camera tonight. It's a Lowry show here. Kaylee Reeves. So thank you so much for all those replay producer. Oh, I'm sorry, replay producer. I've got Dean Lowry as replay producer because he does a good job in those replays. And this time we have a sack coming up on the quarterback here. And I think we have a new quarterback in for Roger Bacon. So it's going to be 3rd and long for the Spartans. I didn't check out there to see if they have a new quarterback in, but I believe they do. Number 3, that would be Mr. Spencer Smith. He's been on a few plays earlier. He's in a quarterback right now, and a struggle out there right now. His pass, he's got a man open. Oh, that was almost picked off. Marion Joy almost picked that pass off. He was trying to lead his receiver out there was number 17, Connor Lowry. So any relation, guys? So no relation. He's a senior. He's trying to lead him a little bit there, but that was almost a pick 6. So here's an unusual situation tonight. Having said this tonight, Roger Bacon is back to punt. First time tonight the Spartans have punted. I think it's Webb back to punt. Nice kick. He gets a roll. Rolling inside around the 30-yard line. And that will be about a 40-plus yard punt. That was indeed Mr. Webb. He averages 35.8. Is only his 5th punt of the year. So a 9:09 to go in this game. Roger Bacon well under control of this game. The Spartans will move to 6-0 in the season. North College Hill 2-3 in the season, but despite that 2-3 record, they will be hosting a playoff game next week. They'll be taking on the Purcell Marion Cavaliers, another team in the MVC. MVC has had a couple of, they've gained some teams this year. Roger Bacon and Purcell Marion now are playing football full-time now in here. They do play their other sports in the GCL co-ed division, but the football they play in the MVC. Both Roger Bacon and Purcell Marion are in the Scarlet Division, and a couple years ago Norwood came in too. And Cincinnati College Prep is another one who's come in. So they've gained some teams here in this conference, especially in the football conference. Stafford comes around the right side there over the 40-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down. See where he went out, and they're going to move the sticks on him. So first down, I have not very many of them tonight, but Jalen Stanford, a nice run. Gets enough for the first down. And there he's got hit out of bounds. Yeah. A couple players down there kind of shaking up on that hit there. Nothing illegal. It's just a hard hit. There's the North College Hill Band performed at halftime tonight. They're not big, but they're mighty. They're very good out there tonight. And a give is the number 24 now in the game. That's Martrese Smith. He's a freshman. So David Poole's starting to see now some of his JV players here in this game. As the clock is winding down under 7 minutes ago in this game. It will not probably stop again. So we can leave here in 7 minutes. Roger Bacon trying to go for their second shutout of the season. They started the season with a 34-0 win over Purcell Marion. Demarion Joy, nice run. He was still on his feet right there. He wasn't out of bounds. I think what happened is he stopped for a second and looked down and said, hey, I'm still in bounds. And the Roger Bacon players did not react to that, and Demarion Joy did a great job of picking up about another 20-plus yards. That's, I think, his longest run of the night. And finally brought down. Joy had 136 yards rushing, was second leading rusher coming into the game. Stanford, of course, the leading rusher. Down to about the 35-yard line. Had 14 rushes. He averaged almost 10 yards a run. Had one rushing touchdown. Picks up 4 in that one. Approaching the 5-minute mark. Also like to thank Steve Rossi, Roger Bacon Athletic Director. Of course, the two coaches, David Poole, Mike Blount. I'd like to thank them for their help. And also to North College Hill Athletic Director Carol Anderson. Thank you, Carol, so much for hosting us. She is always good in giving us information and anything's done for us. Thank you very much for that. Our other game tonight, Deer Park and Marymount. Watch for that on ICRC-TV.com. Battle of CHL rivals. And tripped up. And that was by Joy. Marion Joy got tripped up a little bit. Went him a little bit, but seems to be okay. So going back to this, Steve Sheehan was a coach at Cape many years ago, back in the 80s. And I believe Steve, I think he was there when Cape won a state championship. And he's now the tight ends coach at Roger Bacon, and David Poole played football for him. And there's almost taken down in the backfield, and is probably taken down in the backfield. I guess they're going to count that for a loss, is Treese Smith. You know, with Coach Sheehan coaching over there, we've come upon this a few times this season. We've had a lot of the older coaches have kind of retired and come back, and I guess they just can't get it out of their blood, which is it's really cool. I think it's pretty neat. So Tom Grippa, we had Tom a couple weeks ago at Milford. Tom's been around for many, many years. So fourth down. Trojans are going for it. And have a flag and a play. We have not had very many flags tonight. Been a pretty cleanly played game. And penalty coming up on the Trojans. So you're going to replay the fourth down. So now it'll be 4th and 11. Under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Recap tonight, Corey Kiner, 4 touchdowns tonight, all rushing. Huber to Kyle Geyer for a touchdown pass. And for Huber, that is, by the way, his 5th touchdown pass of the year. He has yet to be intercepted this year, too, so he's clean as far as that goes. And then Hutzel with a 7-yard run. And there is a blitz by Roger Bacon, and taken down by number 3, and that's Spencer Smith. Well, Mr. Smith's seeing all kinds of action tonight. Defense, offense. He's been the quarterback. Came in on the rush on that one. Gets a sack. He's going to be all over the stat book tonight for Roger Bacon. That's enough to change of downs. 1:45 to go, and basically Roger Bacon will take a couple of knees here, and this game will be over with. Second shutout of the season now for the Spartans. Their 6th win of the year. You know, they came in, Roger Bacon, over the years. They've had struggled over the years. They've had they were 10-2 last year and went to the playoffs. They've been to the playoffs 5 times, and but before that they struggled for several years. and taken down for a loss right now. That 10-2 record they had last year, that was the first time they had a winning record since 2010. And they went to the playoffs last year, and back 2010 was the last time they went to the playoffs. Of course, obviously they're going to be in the playoffs again this year, and I think even under the old system in Ohio, they would be in the playoffs no matter what. But they were in the playoffs 2010, 5, 2001, 1998, 1997. Have a 2-5 record in the playoffs. Brought North College Hill, well, they've been in the playoffs quite a few times. So they got a 2-6 record, but they've been in 6 different times they've been in the playoffs. Smith keeps the ball, and he's got running room around the left side. Run into North College Hill territory. I guess he couldn't resist that running room. And that'll be it. That'll be our final play. So the Spartans 6-0 now on the season as they defeat the North College Hill Trojans by the score of 41-0 is your final here. Playoffs start next week. ICRC-TV, well, Jason's going to sit there and look at those schedules and decide which teams and which schools we're going to be playing. We'll be bringing you next week, but we will be here for the playoffs now starting next week for ICRC football, so don't go away. Also, we've got volleyball and we've got soccer too, so a lot of action coming up here tonight. Corey Kiner, 4 touchdowns runs tonight. Roger Bacon, 41-0 win over the North College Hill Trojans. From Bruce Perenzi Memorial Stadium, this is Bill Brett saying goodbye for the entire ICRC crew.